Your name is?
Wanda.
And Miss Wanda, are you okay with me recording and posting this on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay, Miss Wanda. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
There's not too much to tell except that I'm retired from Fulton County Board of Education. I drove the school bus and hauled a lot of the kids. I had this route through here through the Roswell housing for 5 years straight, from my first grade to going into the middle school. And when they'd get off at the last day of school, they would just cry because they
Oh,
was going to the middle school the next year, and I wouldn't have them.
oh,
So I've enjoyed hauling them, and a lot of them live here now that know me, but I don't know them because I
oh.
haven't changed that much. My personality has been about the same. I just love all people, especially little ones.
Yes, and did you take a part in maybe raising in the community? Were the kids always around or
Well, I don't know if you'd call it raising them or not, but my kids stayed home. I run a produce stand while I was driving a school bus, and my children stayed home in the backyard playing. Well, my backyard stayed full of kids all the time. So, yeah, I guess you could say that I raised them. I would feed them. I do just them just like I did my own.
so do you think the community is a good place to raise children?
It was back then.
And the difference now would be.
To me, you could go to bed at night and leave your door standing wide open back then, and did nobody ever even bother you because everybody was like a big neighborhood. And now there's too many people walking the streets and too many drugs in the middle of the night. It's not safe, and I wouldn't want to raise a child over in this neighborhood now.
Okay.
My boys, I raised them. I got two boys by my second husband, and everybody thought they was twins. And Miss Ann Strickland, she used to call one of them Jimmy Carter because he smiled all the time. And he would get out here. We had to cut our own grass back then. He would get out and cut these old people's grass for him, and then go buy his mom something special.
Very sweet, very nice.
So,
What about growing old? Do you think the community is a good place to grow old?
well, I've grown old here, so it must be. I was 82 August the 12th, 83 August the 12th, so I've lived a good life here.
Have you had the opportunity to do any other work in the community besides school bus driving? Have you had the opportunity to work at any of the charities?
I did North Fulton Charities, and they was up here on Grove Way, and they moved to Elkins Road on Highway 9. And when they moved up there, I never worked up there, but when I was here, I did. I worked in the food pantry, I worked in the clothes closet. Anything they needed done, I was always willing to help. I worked at the Green Oaks Nursing Homes as I donated my time there because I had a sister-in-law that was there, and I donated my time helping people.
Okay. So there are economic opportunities in the community that you feel.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Great. Okay. And do neighbors know and trust each other?
Well, I trust the neighbors that I know, but a lot of them I don't know. So I don't know if to trust them or not.
Do you think the community is a safe place to live?
Yeah, I've lived here and had nothing ever happen to me, so I feel like it is.
Even with the drugs?
Well, they don't bother nobody. They just walk the streets and, you know, visit. They don't They never bother me, I'll put it that way.
Okay. What changes would you like to see happen in the community?
I would like to see the maintenance is the most biggest thing. The maintenance guys we got, they don't do their job. You see, one of them, they was three here in the last couple of months, I think. I wouldn't say for sure, but it's the last couple of months, and one of them got fired. And they just walk like little puppies. One of them will be in the lead, and the other two followed them. So, and they don't do nothing. They started my bathroom a year ago, August, and it still has not been finished. They busted the door at the hot water heater back in, it was either February or March when the big inspectors came. And one of the maintenance guy took his foot and held the door to keep the inspector from seeing it. And when they left, I said, "You did a good job on that." And they passed my apartment, but there's nothing been done in my apartment except put a ceiling up that fell. And it's cracked. You can see the cracks in it. And it's going to have to be done over. So I feel like the maintenance is the biggest problem we got around here because there's nothing ever done to keep the apartments in order, to keep them fixed up to date.
So, besides the maintenance issues, would you recommend this community to families and other seniors?
If the maintenance crew would keep the apartment up and make sure it's painted, the floors is clean, and all that before they move in like they used to, yes, I would recommend it. But
Okay.
as long as they letting them go down now, no, I don't recommend nobody to move in here.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like us to know about you, or anything else that you would like us to know about the community or the history of Roswell?
I don't think so. I think I've said enough.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.